Ukrainian women and foreign men meet and create happy relationships. How is it possible? Well, it is possible when you are in the right place with the right people. But let's talk more about the right place and the right people because we had a right place and we had our speaking club where we were discussing relationships and coaching and the role of support group that men and women can get in creating their happy relations. And such a support group is actually available in the Matchmaking Boutique Possible because we have professional coaches, we have professional team that helps men and women get out of their comfort zones, learn, expand, and get more value of finding somebody in the other part of the planet and actually make it work. So, would you like to learn more about it? I'm sharing the outcomes of our speaking club that we had. So, a third party perspective is an objective thinking, is somebody else's opinion about what is going on. Well, you wonder if you need it. Often, you don't need it at all. You know yourself, you live your life. And of course, you were raised in Ukraine, right? You were eating borscht with Ukrainian mama and you were playing with Ukrainian kids in the playground. Then, if so, then you no need in coaching. If you're one of those guys who immigrated, let's say 20 years ago, and you want that related soul, you want that Ukrainian woman, and you just need to find a place where to get that kind of a person, marriagebyNatalie.com. If you're watching this video and you aren't our client yet, then probably we can help you. Let's talk. But if not, if you were raised by American mom, uh, Canadian mom, British mom, New Zealand mom, or Australian mom, or mom from the Netherlands, or mom from the Western Europe, then you had a different type of childhood. Then something that I'm going to share in this video will totally make sense to you. So let's go. Well, yeah, I do have to have my notes. No, I'm not that stupid, but I do want to make a point of things that we mentioned on the speaking club, but you were not there, and I don't want to miss anything. That's why I have this notebook. So, when people are creating new relationships, there is a certain change that they have to make. But many of them are not aware of it. And many of them do not even think that their lives will change forever and for better at the same time. But they try, they dare, and they go for it. And some of them are smart enough to be able to open up and talk. But number one thing that you need to be aware of is that depending on when your beloved lady was born, she will totally differ from the women that you were dating before. And how? How will she differ, you wonder? In a way that the younger she is, it's more likely that she will be like girls around you. Let's say you are in your like late 30s and she was born after 1991, then well, she will be modern Americanized or westernized type of a person with a lot of imprints of the Soviet classical traditional society. Although different, although more feministic. I know you hate this word combination, feministic. Feministic in a different way. We will talk more about it later in this video. But she will definitely be very different from women you see around in your world. But how? Well, you can learn it yourself. You can try and date and communicate and just make your conclusions. But it will be certain time that you will need for that. On the opposite, you can get our coaching information, and you can learn from my videos, from interactions with me, from communication about creating happy relationships with Ukrainian women. And it can be more productive and more helpful. So, which way will you choose? Let's see. Well, women who were born now um, in the 70s, in the 80s, are also very different because they still saw the Soviet Union. I saw the Soviet Union collapsed, and I was born in 1978. And the education that I got was very classical education. I went to the music school, I went to different extracurricular societies that were implementing traditional thinking, traditional culture. We were learning crafts at school, and mom was telling you that you're not good enough. And that was the love language. If your mom didn't tell you that you're bad, actually you were bad and you didn't have a mom. So that's thing that you need to know about Ukrainian women. And that's why many women aren't so confident in themselves, being so beautiful, being so gorgeously gorgeous, as we say. They don't believe in it. And they don't believe in your compliments. They believe in your actions. And that's another story. That's another thing that matters to women, like your attention, like your care, like their fear of poverty, and everything else that comes with your saying, "Oh, it's so expensive." Oh, and then she thinks, "Ah, he can't afford it. I mean, is he serious at all?" And many other things like that. But coping with all this stress is actually possible on your own, but it will cost you more time and more money and more emotional efforts. Or you can embrace a coach who will help you put together your masculinity, put together your thoughts and ideas, and put together all the power that you have, and be more suitable for dating a Ukrainian or Slavic woman. And then understanding how you can present yourself in the best way to build relationships. Well, uh, many men are surprised that we would expect them to be traditional gentlemen, to open the doors, to pour water into her glass. And once a man was totally stressed with having to open the bottle of water for a woman and pouring this water into her glass. He was thinking that she was incapable or an invalid, you know? Oh, what a shame. He tried to have courtship with a Ukrainian woman having little understanding of what they are like. And she happened to be a traditional girl. Well, having your ideas of what matters to women, how to show that you can provide, that you can be a good partner, that you can actually mm, be a reliable man. How to show all that to a woman? Do you know? Or you want to have a better clue about that? This is what we do for our clients. Because once they like somebody, they wonder, "Oh, what do I do now? How do I make it a real love story? A fairy tale with the happily ever after." And then, yes, reading books, watching videos helps. But it's general stories about everything. But when you get personalized coaching, it's your story, your power taken in a box, and then telling you exactly what you need to do. This is not a recipe to some John or Peter. This is a recipe for you. What you can do to strengthen your relationship and to be a better partner. So, which way would you choose? Here, let me tell you more in this video, because if you are not going to work with a coach, then you at least need to know which direction to move. How will you show her that you are exactly the type of man she wants to marry? Do you have a plan? Do you know which steps you have to undertake from your video introduction with the Ukrainian lady to married and live happily ever after? Do you have a plan? I do, because I have a book, 21 steps. There are 21 steps, right? 21 steps on how to find and marry a Ukrainian woman. Do you want to get that book? Well, if you do, then you can come to my coaching session and we will spend 2 hours talking about your goals, about you, about your life, about your power, about your value as a man in a relationship. And I will help you to create a possible scenario on how you can either develop your relationship with an existing girlfriend that you have, or how you can find the right girlfriend and how you can build a relationship with her. So everything is possible when you are with the right people in the right place. And we create such place for the right people. My name is Natali Koval. I've been in matchmaking since 1996, so I'm a matured matchmaker. If you want to learn more about doing things the right way, I can help you. Or I know coaches, men or women, Ukrainian or international, that will help you and take you by hand from where you are now to the perfect place that you want to be in your happy relationships. marriagebynatalie.com is my website. marriagebynatalie.com. So, see you soon.